Hello, my amazing artist. Here I'm going to show you a speeded up version of me drawing an observational drawing. So an observational drawing is when I'm looking at an item and then I'm trying to draw it. So here's some tips of how I go about doing this. First, you need to have the item where you can see it so that you can keep looking at it as you are trying to draw the outside edges of your shape. When we draw the outside lines or edges, this is called a contour line drawing. So as I am drawing very light. I always say light until it's right, because you can always create a darker value, but as you're mapping out where you need to draw light at first. Okay, then I'm also actually measuring different parts of the eraser. So there, I'm trying to fix that angle. It doesn't look too great when I first did it, so I have to keep on adjusting my lines. And I'm looking at it, and then I come back to the drawing, and I just keep looking at it. When you're drawing a geometric shape like this is looks like a rectangular prism. You really have to notice the angles of what you are drawing and the sizes and how they are related. So I continued looking at the eraser, and you can actually hold your pencil and line it up with the angle of whatever you were drawing. Go back to your paper, use that same angle to help yourself draw it. And then another piece of advice is to make this a little more realistic. I'm going to draw a shadow. So the shadow is cast on the surface that it's sitting on, and I'm going to now draw that. So I'm looking at the outside edge again, because this is a contour line drawing, to help myself map out where the shadow needs to go. So after you have sketched lightly, you can go and add some values. So that shadow is really going to make my item look more realistic. It has the illusion that is three-dimensional, and it looks like it's sitting on a surface now, not just floating on your paper. So I would definitely try that after you have drawn and your sketch. Go back and do what I'm doing. I'm adding some value by shading, and I'm just pressing a little harder with my pencil to get that value down on my paper. So you can see that I am looking at my eraser, and I just keep looking at it so that I know where to put the shadow and the shading and where I should add more value. You could go more detailed on this and start adding the details of what you see. That will also make your drawing look more realistic.